We are, we are, we are, we are, we are, we are, we are Duel Legion.
Hey guys, it's Legend at Sick Boy, Legend the Sick Boy, Legend at Sick Boy representing Duel Legion, coming at you with another deck profile video. And like we said in the last video, this week's profile is Altergeist. Now, if you guys want to show love and support for your favorite team out there, always punch that subscribe button and just straight up drop kick that like button just to show love for us and just to show support for what we're doing out here. And also, if you guys are looking for any of your Yugi needs, always check out my guy Vic down at the shop in 8th and Elizabeth Street over in Chinatown if you're in the tri-state area. Alright, cool. He also has a website, so if you want to check him out at Vic the shop, check him out there too. But without no further ado, I know you've been waiting. Here's Altergeist. Now, to start off with the monsters, we run a 20 monster build. Some people fluctuate with it. I feel more comfortable with monsters. That's how I play. So to start off with the Altergeist engine, which is going to be pretty staple out the Altergeist engine because it's only a select few Altergeists. You just don't run like the one star Altergeist, which is like pointless. One of her as a hand trap. Just one, she's searchable, so she's great out there. She just stops a couple things. You really don't need to flood your hand with her. 3 Marineras, which is your basic searcher for your traps, because she sets traps from your deck when she's a normal summon. Also, you can send an Altergeist card to the graveyard to target an Altergeist monster in the grave to special summon it. She's a great all-around card for it. But the main bad chick of the deck is Multi-Faker. You always want to have Multi-Faker. 10 out of 10 times you're going to win with this deck because you have Multi-Faker on the field. Not only does she special summon herself when a trap card is activated, when she special summoned, you can special summon another Altergeist monster from your deck into defense mode and have it there just for fun, shits and giggles. But she's a great all-around card. Your main card of the deck. But also your main card of the deck running 3 of is Melusik. She's also your searcher. When you send from the field to the graveyard, you can search out an Altergeist card, monster to your hand. Then also she can attack directly, and when she does inflict damage, you can choose one card your opponent controls and destroy it. So why not run her at 3? And just the last of for the Altergeist females, it is Altergeist Aquilus. She is your main searcher for Multi-Faker. I kind of get mad because she still pops in your hand. 2, she still pops in your hand. You don't want her in your hand. You want to search for her through the deck. So you can fluctuate it between 1 and 2, but I put it at 2 just because it works at 2. It works better at 2 than at 1. I played around with it. 2 is where I stood at with it. So that's it for the Altergeist monsters. Moving along to my hand traps. Best hand trap in the game. Disputed. Blossom. Gotta run 3 of her if you're going to protect yourself. This deck is a control deck. It can stall your opponent out as well, but is mainly meant for control. So with Blossom, she provides that control. For me, I went the extra step and put 2 Ogres in to provide me with more control when my opponent tries to set up first. And just to top it all off, to make it a little even for a 20 card monster, well, is it 20? Yeah. I believe it's 18 actually. Yeah, 18. Sorry about that. 18 card monster build. That's just where I put it at with these 6 monsters in my hand. Just to kind of like let me continue what I'm doing with my Altergeist setup. Now, moving on to the few spells that I do have in this deck. Best all-around card I preferred over Spell Fragrance. You want to go Secret Village. It's great. I prefer it over Anti-Spell Fragrance and over Imperial Order because when you have spell cards on the field, you can still activate spell cards. So it's great for you, and the only reason why I say that because aside from the 2 Terraformers I run, I do run 1 Scapegoat. I had it at 2. Bandless said kick you in the nuts, so I'm here at 1. And it's just mainly there for defense mode and for link fodder, for I can create bigger link monsters. Cool? Cool. Pretty self-explanatory. You don't really run spells in here, so the ones you do use, you want them to kind of flow correctly with the way the deck is going. And I feel I can do that with Scapegoats. Moving on to traps. Again, this is what you're going to see in a staple Altergeist build, which is 3 spoofings. It's just a great card. The shenanigans start when you play spoofing, because you bring out Faker, you bring out Aquilus, and you just start going in from there. Also, what you're gonna see from any Altergeist deck is protocol. Protocol is protocol. You can't stop an Altergeist effect, and you can negate a monster effect with protocol once per turn on the field. Broken card. Why not? You don't need it at 3 because you can search out for it easily, and you always want spoofing before protocol. Sorry about that. Moving along, for me, I run a third Altergeist trap card, which is the token one, because not only does she create herself as a monster for I can use her for link fodder, she also, when she's in the monster slot, protects my back row Altergeist cards. So if they try to go dust on my spoofing and on my protocol, I chain this, dust is pretty much done. Cool? Cool. Straight shenanigans. Solemn Brigade. The thing with the Solemn Brigade, I run it at 3 strikes, 1 warning, and Solemn Judgment, because that's what it is. Not because I want to use all the cards on my duel. It's just to increase the frequency and the opportunity to draw these cards that can set board and create control for me while I'm dueling. So you always want one of these. Somewhere, somehow, you just want to get one, because you're pretty much going to stop in that turn, and then the turns that follow after that, you're going to game them. So straight 5, just straight go Solemn Brigade on them. Like, don't care about judgment. Just go. Just do it. You want to win, just do what you got to do. Also, I may board 2 Dusters just because I see a mirror match. Just in case I don't know the guys I'm playing in the tournament, he does Altergeist too. So now I have something to go against a mirror match. It works against Trick Stars as well. Noble Knights. It a lot of decks that like need field card and field presence. Duster will help you get over that while you're playing Altergeist. And then also it's a great side deck out option because you have other options you can play with. So if you see this is not working against your opponent, you just side it out and put cards that do work in. It's a great falter. Alright, moving along with the traps. I run 2 Impotences just because third one's being annoying and being a bitch to get. Impotence is, in my opinion, the second best hand trap in the game right now. Stops monsters effects, and then when you set it as a trap card, it stops whatever is in the column. So it's just broken. And then the 1 Imperial Order just to increase my chances of drawing a spell stopping option. But I'd rather get the field card, but I draw Imperial Order. I'm not mad about it because I'm just gonna just keep on moving. So that's it for the traps. We're gonna go into the extra deck now. Now, the extra deck after the ban list, because I ran Gumblar in this, kind of kicked me in the nuts. So yeah, I had to take Gumblar out. I was like, all right, they took out Firewall, got Gumblar. I was like, oh no, you don't got both of them now. So I had to find ways around things. I was even thinking about other options, but it was like, let's just get it out the way. Altergeist Link monsters. 8 out of 10 times you're not really gonna go into them, but those few options that you do, they have great effects, so you can actually plus off of them when done correctly, especially her. So I just run 1 of each just to kind of like, if I had, like, my whole saying, guys, you already know, I'd rather have a gun and not need it than need a gun and not have it. So she's there. Moving along, we run 1 Link Karibo just for the plus off of Meluseek, just so I can Link Karibo, search off Meluseek, and then activate spoofing, and then go from the shenanigans with that, and then start taking board. 1 Cerberus and 1 Phoenix, of course, to create a U-lock option and flood the board. I do run 1 Magician, mainly for her bounce back effect. If I do have the ability to get a link to, and it's to call it a card, it's not a plus. I'll call it something I probably know I have because I searched everything out. But mainly for her bounce effect. 1 Tri-Gate Wizard, just for another option into going into a U-lock. And then you guys already know I have a secret crush on her. My Sorceress. She's broken. She's coming out cheaper soon, so you guys don't have to spend the $35 like I did to get her. She'll be a super and you'll be able to get it. But once she does, guys, I highly advise and I highly recommend her to get her. So many plays could plus off what she does. Into the big boys now, the rank 4s, I go into, well, the link 4s. Boardlord Dragon, just for straight beatdown, and just straight a game-winning option. Also with Bomber Dragon, same difference. I can go into game with both of them, so why not have them? I could make them, let's have them there. Skill Dread just off the plus option of the Link summoning to get all 4 of them out when I have Scapegoats, and 1 Griffin just to kind of plus off the trap, bringing back from the graveyard to my hand, and well, setting it basically. So if I want to get spoofing out, if I run out of spoofing, I just get Griffin, and if I have everything else linked up, I get that plus off the other effect as well. For Synchro, since I have a lot of tuners with the hand traps, but they won't get deaded out, I just put 1 Omega and 1 of his little brother, which is Zeta. Reason being, as if you've seen other videos, they're a good 8 and a good 7. They create stall out, and then you can also kind of find out what your opponent's doing and make hurdles for him to go through, so he kind of have to waste things in order to get over this hurdle, and when he does, it's a trap card waiting for him, so it's like, did all that work for nothing. But this has been the Altergeist videos, and this is, you already know, Legend That Sick Boy representing the Duel Legion. You know, like, subscribe. I don't want to keep drilling it in your heads, but it would be great if you did show the love and support for the nation. And you already know, check out my boy Vic down at 8th Street with Elizabeth at the shop for all your Yu-Gi and anime needs, bro. This has been a great video. I'm glad you guys have been watching, and I'm out, so you already know. We are Duel